Welcome back to Stage Element. I hope you're having a great day and you're ready for some story time with Stage. Today's story is meeting in-laws. Love and marriage, love and marriage. I met my in-laws for the first time in person in Boston. A little background story. Me and my husband were long distance for 5 months before we even met in person. And then we got engaged and we were again long distance for 5 or so months. He's from Canada, I was from States, and with the COVID restrictions and all the border checks, it was really hard to see each other, especially his family. So when the time was coming before the wedding, of course I had wanted to meet in-laws, and we decided to meet in Boston. I flew in and his family drove. Since I like to relive moments that are very special to me through painting, of course I had to paint that whole memory. There are little things in this painting that represent. So the fountain represents the first place where I met his puppy. Flowers represent the garden that we went to. It was a rose garden and it was so beautiful. We took our basically engagement pictures since we didn't really have a photographer, but we were so in love and we were so joyful that we didn't really need to have a professional to come and take our pictures. We basically asked a stranger to take 1 or 2 pictures, and those were the pictures we used for our website. The city represents Boston, of course, because we were walking around it and enjoying the time. The ship represents our trip that we took. We took kind of like a ferry on the water where you could see the whole Boston from both sides, and we got all the history about it, and it was very beautiful. As you can see in the picture, the weather was nice, so that was also a plus. Well, a little story how it went to meet in-laws. A lot of times it can be scary to meet in-laws, but not in my case, because I felt like I knew them even before I met them. We've been FaceTiming and we've talked a lot, so I was really excited to meet them. My husband would always say that I am very similar to his mom. Well, I kind of believed him a little bit, but not 100%. Not until I met her in person. It was so shocking to me to know that we do the same things and even our gestures are kind of similar. We would have this little thing in common where people would start speaking and say some words, and that would remind us of a song, and we would start singing the song. So that actually happened. As we're walking down this path, we're walking, and something was about the clouds or the birds, and we just burst into a song, the same song. It was so encouraging to me that I'm like, yes, okay, I'm gonna have a good relationship with my mother-in-law. So this memory is very special because every time when I look at it, I remember how I met his puppy for the first time and how we took the pictures and the ferry ride, and of course like the walk in the city. So Boston now has a very special place to my heart. I want to hear, how did your meeting in-laws went? I bet some of you had a great experience, and I bet some of you maybe had not. I will be very interested in that. See you back at Stage Element. Bye!